sure. Flipping hell. It's quite a bit of cash though, isn't it? Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Stef ABtv here, and welcome to today's video. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be running through this with you. This is my first big bill on my cheap smart Brabus 451 smart car. Now, if you've been following the journey so far, you would have known that I bought this for not a lot of money. I just had the wheels completely redone thanks to the wheel specialist in Maidenhead. However, when I got the car, I was having issues with, well, what I believe to be was the clutch. The symptoms I was getting was in first gear and reverse, the car would really judder, and it would be an awful driving experience. So I went to get the car checked out, and yeah, in this video I'm going to tell you what it is that they found and what else they found that I basically had to fix. And yeah, I might need that. Flipping out. If this video gets 2,000 likes, I will do a 24-hour challenge living in my smart car. There you go. It's over to you guys. If you want to see it, hit the like button. But right, Bill. So unfortunately, I would have thought it would have been something nice and easy, that judder stuff, because there was a number of things that you guys mentioned. There was things such as a clutch reteach. There was things such as clutch actuator itself, which is 180 quid to replace. And maybe because I had it replaced and the car wasn't used for so long, perhaps it just needed a bit of re-greasing and it would have been good to go. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I needed to get a completely fresh clutch for this car, so we completely changed the clutch. The issue actually was, the clutch itself was worn, but it was the pressure plate that was the biggest issue. I think the pressure plate's got like a load of springs around it, and I think 2 of the springs were completely damaged. So when you were pushing the plate back and forth, it just wasn't working. So that's probably why you're getting the juddering. But anyway, I'm pleased to say that that was it. The total cost to get the clutch plate supplied and fitted by S2 Smart in Watford I went to was £583, which isn't cheap considering the fact that I paid sub £3 grand for the car. But yeah, look, I'm happy because I now know that this little thing is, well, it's definitely going to be running better. However, that's not all. That's not it. Let me close the boot, because that is not it, guys. Oh no, I wish it was. The other thing that the guys at S2 Smart found when they checked it was the rear brake shoes. Completely gone. It was pretty much metal to metal. So I had to change those. That came at a cost of £87.50. Not too bad. I mean, it's a smart car. It should be effectively cheap, right? But it continues. It continues because when they lifted the car up and they did a proper check, they found that the engine mount itself was perished and it was completely worn out. So they said that it was worthwhile upgrading it, and I thought, well, if the whole car's going to get done, I might as well just go for it. So that cost me £24 for an uprated engine mount, and it is said that the engine mounts go relatively quickly on these, and it's something that's worth changing, so might as well have done it. Then we had issues with the exhaust. The exhaust manifold pipe itself had completely corroded with rust. The best way to kind of explain it is like the joint which it kind of connects to has like some wiry adjustable thing to allow for a bit of movement. Well, that was completely gone, so the exhaust was actually blowing, and I was wondering why it was actually relatively loud, the car. But yeah, so I had to change that. That cost £44.90, and then of course when doing that I needed to do the exhaust manifold spring bolt and the bolt for the spring, so those two came in at like £7, so that's not too bad. And then of course I needed to put the exhaust manifold seal in as well, which was a further £11.70. Labour itself on this came in at just shy of 80 quid, which isn't bad at all. Then you throw the VAT on, and yeah, total price £1,033. Great, phenomenal. How much? I mean, that's almost a third of the value of the car. But, and this is the good important part, is that now finally this car is fixed. It's completely fixed, which means that, well, it should last a while now. So that's another bit of restoring we've done, is we've done clutch, we've done all the surrounding parts around it, and now the car will be ready for a remap. let's go for a quick drive and I'll talk more about what it is we're going to do. So yeah, let's get going. I love this thing so much. It's just so cool, man.
Do you know what, guys? I still can't get over the amount of love that this car has gotten. It's blown my mind. The first video we did on this car did over 100,000 views. Let me just tilt you over a little bit. There you go. 100,000 views. That's mind blowing. Like, I would have never thought that this smart 451 Brabus would have done that kind of view. It just, yeah. That shouldn't happen, basically. So, clutch is fixed, all the bits are fixed. Now it does feel much better to drive. The gear changes, the gears changes are still slow, but they feel so much smoother. You don't have so much of a thump, and when I slow down at junctions after driving it hard, it's just a pleasure to drive. And actually, I don't even mind putting it in auto mode if I'm just poodling back and forth to the shops now, whereas before, no chance. Yes, it's fixed. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love the noise. Oh man, this is such a cool little car. Man, I love this thing. I really love this thing. And also the brakes are miles better now that we've actually got some proper brake shoes. So the restoration job's going well. We've done the wheels, which is great. I now want to detail the car. I think that'd be a good thing to do. Just kind of get it looking as best as it can. The paintwork's a bit dodged, so there's going to be some limitations how good we can get it. Oh, look, a friend. But a detail would be nice. I think that's what we need to do next. So if there's anybody out there who fancies doing a collaboration, excuse me, I'll quite happily film a video on the detail process and give you guys some exposure. If you fancy working on the smart car, let me know. Drop me an email or drop me a message on Instagram. I'm all ears. I also ordered some new door handles just because these are so battered. And yeah, the next thing really, the next big thing I want to do is remap the car and also remap the gearbox. So I've had a couple of companies reach out. There's one in particular that I want to work with. First of all, let's take this corner and I hope we don't tip over. Ooh. Oh man, that's solid. Because we do get Bilstein dampers on this thing, as I said in the first video. And it is so fun. So fun. But yeah, so a remap on this give us hopefully around about 125, 130 bhp, which will be a big increase on this little car. But the one I'm more intrigued about is the gearbox map. I didn't know you could remap the gearboxes, which I assume it means that the speed the clutch actuator goes in and out and engages the gears is much quicker. So that in itself, even if you were to improve it by 0.1 of a second, it's going to be better than the 1 year delay I have now. Look. 1,000 to 1.1 second gear change. I mean, you know, back in the day that was like, yeah, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll take that. But in today's money, yeah, it's a really slow gear change. So if there's an option to do that, then we will. That's it. The Brabus suspension's 10mm low with Bilstein dampers and it's already really stiff. So putting KW coilovers with adjustable dampening could actually make the ride better whilst lowering the ride height, because the rear on these cars still sits quite high for me. So I do want to lower that, and we'll see if I've already been on the phone to Motec and asked them if the smart car will fit on their ramp and if they'd be willing to help fit them. So yeah, still plenty of content to come on the smart car. And then once the car is done, I think it would be only right, I mean, I have to do this, right? To do a road trip in it, one, but try and do a lap of the Nürburgring in it and see if I can make it. I think that'd be brilliant.
God, I love this thing. It offers the best value for money ever. Like, it's so much fun. And it cost me nothing. Well, it didn't cost me nothing. It still cost me just shy of £3 grand, but man, it was worth it. And man, that big bill was also worth paying, because the car just feels so much better to drive. It just feels so much smoother, man. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. And I hope you guys are too. Another video on the Brabus smart car. If you did like this video, guys, please smash the like button. And remember, if we get 2,000 likes on this video, I'll try to do 24 hours in this car. I had no idea how that's going to happen. I mean, that's just an entertaining watch for sure. But if you did like the video, guys, also please subscribe. Thank you all so much for the support. It really does mean the world to me. And you guys subscribing enables me to keep making cool content like this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, hit subscribe. And I'm going to see you all very soon on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.